Hello, Original Soul. Welcome in. Thanks for showing up and bringing your energy to this reading. Let's jump into the cards, shall we? Are you wearing yellow right now? Just curious. We'll get into these first cards here. So coming into the reading, two cards fell out of the dream deck. Being lost or losing something and unable to find the bathroom, which actually came out like 2 weeks ago, I think. So both of these have this sort of maze, spiral, lost energy, and both of the men in these cards are wearing yellow shirts. So there could be something with kind of willpower and drive, maybe not really getting the results you want, or you've been working really hard, but you're still feeling lost or disconnected, maybe from your dreams or your happiness. Because here at the top of the reading, we've got Capricorn energy out. So I don't know if you have any Capricorn in your chart. I have a few placements in Capricorn, including my moon. Number 22 on this card as well, which is a master number, a master builder, so being the architect of your life. Capricorn is the hardest working sign in the zodiac, so definitely strong Capricorn energies, like father energy, willpower and drive, like I was already mentioning. For some reason my voice is getting a little shaky right now for some reason, or a little wobbly. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, father energy, traditional energy, really driven by kind of material 3D things, right? Success, wealth, ambition. So, all right. And then right below that, we've got Between Dreams, Mugwort. So I love sort of that, a little bit of that opposite energy. Between Dreams feels like that ethereal state. I just did a reading yesterday about 5D dream state, so maybe check that out. A lot of the energies are sort of repeating in the various types of readings, but similar themes are coming up regardless, because everything really is connected. But with this Between Dreams Mugwort card, and especially if you do meditate, or when you kind of start to fall asleep, you know, you start to have sort of those vivid dreams, or maybe you have movies that sort of start to play in your head. So there's sort of that sort of energy when your brain has shut off a little bit, and you're getting into that more delta brainwave state. And that's where insight, inspiration can come in. But also maybe you're in between like actual dreams or goals that you're working for, and that's where some of this lost or spiraling energy might be coming from. Right, so we'll go through all of this and come up with a helpful affirmation here. And then out of the crystal deck, citrine. Let me see, what did I want to read? Manifest your masterpiece. So I love that this ties in both the Capricorn energy and the Between Dreams Mugwort energy. Manifesting your masterpiece, right? Working hard, taking steps, taking action and ambition towards what you want, towards your dreams. Who needs it? Anyone with a big idea or a big dream? Probably you. I mean, that's what the card says right here. So maybe you need to get yourself some citrine. I have two pieces right here, a little bit different than what's on that card. That's a smooth citrine. These are a little bit more rough, but citrine is awesome for, excuse me, creativity, manifesting your dreams, as this card is telling us. All right, let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? I was going to read you something out of the Mugwort card, and then we'll add tarot to it. And I actually have Mugwort. I'm super glad that this came up. I kind of forgot about it, honestly. And I've been having a hard time remembering my dreams, but I feel like I've been having some important ones for some reason, which is why I did the whole dream reading the other day. So I have some Mugwort here. I don't know if it comes in sort of different forms. Some people use it in tea. It can also be for digestion and I think muscle relaxation, so it might even be used in acupuncture. You can also sort of burn it almost like incense and kind of inhale the fumes. I even read something about placing it under your pillow, right? And that's supposed to enhance your dreams, enhance your vision. So I'm definitely going to try one of those things today, tonight, and see if that helps me out a little bit. So there's a little herbal kind of mugwort tip. All right, let's see here. What did I do with the book? Here we go. All right, so mugwort between dreams. Mugwort lives in the space between deep rest and waking. She's the daughter of moonlight and protector of those who travel the dream time. Mugwort curls around your mind, whispering your dreams into words and images that you can clutch as you climb levels of consciousness, climbing like Capricorn mountain goat, and return to your waking self. While Mugwort's constant vigil makes her a bit waspish and bitter, she knows the many layered worlds and can guide you through the serpentine paths of the collective unconscious. Call on her to guide you through dreams or journey work. If Mugwort appears to you, she's calling to you to dip into these subtler realms. Okay, so little advice from Mugwort, dip into the subtler realms, right? Especially because Capricorn is such a 3D energy. While I'm recording this too, we just entered into Taurus season, so another earth sign, a lot of grounding. And it's important to ground as well if you do some of that journey work or are trying to get into those other realms. You need to bring yourself back to the 3D as well. Okay, let's see here. From Archangel Michael, forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. Okay, so here is the image on this card. I'll read the prayer. Let's see here. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear toward others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Okay, that's a really beautiful prayer, and I don't know if that has anything to do with some of this energy. Quite a few of the readings recently, especially the higher self, mind, body, spirit readings, have had a lot of the words that I noticed on some of these cards. Let's see here. On the unable to find the bathroom, a possible message is that you need to let go of any anger, guilt, shame, jealousy, fear, hate, or sadness, an emotion that appears to be holding you back. So that definitely ties in here. And then I thought I saw something here. Oh yeah, just being confused and directionless, which can start to bring in feelings of abandonment or frustration or anger as well. All right, so possibly anger coming into here. Again, those sort of energies have been coming up a lot in the mind, body, spirit readings. So maybe check some of those out if that does feel like anything you've got going on. And if you are having a lot of that blame, right, it's time to forgive yourself and start to work towards your dreams. It does feel like a shift. I feel like there's a shift coming here in Taurus season. All right, let's add spirit animal. Let's start with that. Is there something you've been working hard towards? Maybe something you've been wanting to work towards, but maybe the steps you've taken haven't really gotten you anywhere, or maybe there's been some anger or fear not really making steps. All right, let's see what comes out. What spirit animal wants to join here? Yeah, and so third chakra, that willpower energy, solar plexus energy, that's that yellow that I mentioned at the beginning. Are you wearing yellow? And then also blue and purple. So that's throat chakra, third eye chakra, even crown chakra. So that's kind of getting up through the heart space, right? And getting into those other realms. All right. That feels like a good amount of shuffles, don't you think? Badger, endurance, cutting the deck. So definitely something that you've been enduring, especially with all that spiral maze energy there at the beginning. Okay. Swan, love, and at the bottom, hippo, hippopotamus, exploration. Sweet little hippo. Okay. Swan, love. So maybe some of this has to do with love, relationships. I'm sure we've all had some sort of toxic relationships in our lives. It doesn't always have to be necessarily with romantic love. That could be stemming from family, even childhood, right? That can impact the way we form relationships as we grow and go through life. Okay. Swan, love, you have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. So yeah, if this is resonating, check out the 5D dream state reading, definitely. But love coming in. All right, so possibly a new partnership, a soulmate, or maybe there's someone that you used to be connected to, and there's been some pain or some anger, or even some toxicity around that, and an inability to move forward. So maybe something there is shifting as well. All right, let's see here. We'll get one of the angel tarot, and then we'll add a couple more tarot cards to it. And then we'll come up with an affirmation to work with. Do you like working with affirmations? I definitely do. I started doing that a couple years ago. Just started sharing these types of readings, in the last few months on YouTube anyway. But they definitely come in handy. I have, made different choices because of the affirmation I happen to be finding for the week. Last week was about vulnerability, which is a scary thing to try to work on. All right, let's see. What tarot out of the angel tarot are we going to get this week? An angel that can be helpful to call on. All right, cutting the deck with Queen of Pentacles and the Star at the bottom. So healing energy, grounded, nurturing energy. And these colors do feel that way, the purples and the blues. All right. Seven of Pentacles. All right, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that is about love, or a new opportunity for love coming in. So whatever that means to you, whatever fills up your heart space. But Seven of Pentacles, Nehemiah, number 57, the lovely God. So there we've got love coming in again. Discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. All right, so there's the image on this card, Nehemiah, number 57. So yeah, maybe a new perspective as well coming in on a situation, if this is something from the past. Okay, let's add some tarot to it. Set this pretty flower my daughter made aside. Love her little art projects. Okay, so let's get a couple cards here. I can relate to this loss feeling a little bit. I have a few things that I'm interested in, that I want to go after, but I'm just really not quite sure. So I don't know, maybe this mugwort exploration this evening will help me come to some sort of insight, so I can start manifesting, maybe taking some of that action and ambition down the right path. All right, let's see here. Let's get a couple cards with this sort of maze spiral, maybe anger, fear, lost energy. All right, so swiftness, Eight of Wands. So this could have to do with communication, some sort of action. This could be something that kind of came and went quickly, or maybe that ended quickly or changed, right? Just suddenly. Yeah. For the worse. Look at that. It says debak on the bottom. All that kind of goopy, oozy, green, muck, swampy sort of energy. And it goes with the color as well on this lost something or someone card, or feeling lost. All right, let's add one more to that. And then we'll move through, right, this shift. Yeah, the Empress. So moving towards the Empress energy, which is divine feminine energy. I almost said define. So maybe there's something you need to define, or maybe you have a definition of feminine energy, or what you think Empress energy is. Maybe that's playing into something here as well. I'm not really even sure quite what that might mean, but definitely we're not, or are not, feeling right in this sort of powerful energy, which is, like I was mentioning, that nurturing, grounding. This is also very creative energy, and you are the creator of your life, right? Every choice you make throughout your life creates your life. So this is very creative energy. I also like how this looks like a pink swan there in the bottom corner of the card. So definitely going with the love energy. All right, so maybe some sort of divine counterpart feeling missing. Again, the masculine energy with that yellow. So the action and willpower is what kind of feels lost, at least in the cards. All right, so let's see what this ambition has been about, or maybe what it needs to be about. Ooh, cruelty, 9 of Swords. Hopefully you're not being ambitious about that, but maybe there has been some cruelty going on. This also could be how you let ambition and drive create internal conflict, or create conflict in your life. Using an example, let's say, since Capricorn is related to father energy, say you have, a hardworking father that's supporting his family, and that started out with that intention of love, and then it just turns into continuing to work really hard and go to the grind, and not really settling back into the ease or the reason why you were maybe doing that in the first place. So that's coming through as well. It's like all this hard work, but what is it for? Or who are you doing it for? Or why are you doing it? Like, what are the reasons that you're trying to grow all these pentacles, right? Even if it's going after money, since this is Capricorn energy as well, right? So get some of that kind of power and money. Like I said, goes with ambition, but really people usually want money to go do something or use it for something. But sometimes that just kind of shifts your focus in a negative pattern that keeps you stuck, and then suddenly you're not really chasing your dreams, but you are ambitious and working really hard. Ooh, a lot of cards just flipped out. Let's see what this is all about. So yeah, the Magician, the Magus. Let's see here. All right. So many. 5 of Swords, defeat. Knight of Wands, 10 of Swords, ruin, and the Prince of Wands. Okay, so let's go through a couple of these cards, see if we can make sense of some of this here. All right, so there's been a feeling of defeat when it comes to manifesting, right? That feels like what this is all about and where this is headed, all right? Manifesting your dreams. But there's been a feeling of defeat, not getting what you want. Again, that mental anguish. Maybe there's been arguing, fighting. This could be an exchange of words with others, or again, this could be internal conflict. So apply that, how that makes sense to your situation. And that could be manipulative energy as well. Really just focusing, maybe there's someone only focusing on themselves and their own goals, especially if this is a partnership situation, right? That means there are 2 people, so they both have to be taken into account. But yeah, it's like what you've manifested is not what you want. What you're getting is not what you were hoping for, but it might be what you've been working for. Yeah, and this is taking a lot of action. And the Ten of Swords is putting an end to something. So we have the 9 going to the 10. All right, so from cruelty to ruin, those all sound like very terrible words, but that means something might be over. So maybe you're done sort of taking this fiery, charged action all the time. And again, maybe there was some of that kind of divine Empress nurturing energy that was missing or needed to be found. Because notice how that has impacted how things go. So maybe taking a little bit slower with that Capricorn energy, thinking things through a little bit more. Right? The Pentacles and the Earth signs are slower energy. So things need to take time. It can't always be quick. So notice where that drive and that need gets in the way. And yeah, the Prince of Wands. Again, that's more fiery action coming out, moving forward. Really getting some heart and Leo energy with this one though. So starting to move more in with your heart space. Maybe something about the summertime will be important. Yeah, because in the dream state with Mugwort, right, is success, 6 of Pentacles. So like I said, getting more grounded, taking things maybe just a little bit slower, making sure that you are chasing after, taking that fiery action towards the actual right dream, and that you aren't stuck in some sort of, loop of using all your energy and ambition towards something that you maybe don't even actually want. All right, let's get one more with this success, 6 of Pentacles. So once you're able to get to your actual dream, to get more clear, that's when you start to see things. I caught it this time. Things line up. Yeah, I was going to say in a more organized way. We've got both the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles out, which adds up to a 10 of Pentacles, which is like ultimate abundance, happiness. That could be that wealth. Remembering money is just a way to really buy what you want. So start to manifest what you want, not just the money. So something more solid, definitely, once you're able to get more into that dream state. Yeah, and so there's an adjustment that needs to be made. This is the Justice card. A better decision. You can see the sword is pointing down. So it's time to get clear, make a choice, and then make an adjustment. Make an adjustment so you don't stay in this sort of trapped, looped energy. All right, why don't we get one here with this manifesting dreams, citrine. Using your ambition in a better way. Yeah, the Universe card. Number 21, the World. So this is everything. Right? This is trying to, right, manifest your dreams. This is thinking bigger than maybe you were thinking before. Taking out that kind of self-talk that not everything is possible. That's coming in. Right? Really letting yourself go for it, be seen. This could even be putting yourself out there a little bit more in some way, whether that's to another person or maybe that's out on social or out in, your field. I'm seeing all the fixed signs on this card as well. So grounded energy, strong energy, but don't let that be stagnant or stubborn. Because there's a lot of sort of fluidity in the middle there. And what did that Mugwort card say about navigating the serpent or serpentine path? I'm noticing that there, right? So getting out of rigidity. Maybe, right, redefining, since that came to mind, and for some reason that's coming back to mind, something. Right? Giving something a new definition. Yeah, and then making a commitment. So with the Love card, we've got the Hierophant out. So blessings coming in. We've also got the fixed signs on that card as well, which are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Why am I blanking all of a sudden? And Scorpio. which is also can be related to that transformation, that snake. Funny that that's the one I'm forgetting when that's kind of the sign that came out a few times in this reading. Taurus as well, also related with Empress and Venus energy. Taurus also related with the Hierophant card, so it may be time to take action now since this is being recorded in Taurus season. So kind of get moving, maybe acting towards love. We've also got Libra out here sort of twice. I think Libra, you know, the Empress card is associated with Venus, so that also is Libra energy as well. So we've got that out here twice too. So a lot of major arcana energy coming in, coming out. It seems like it's time to have that masculine energy, and whatever you've been working at, stop running around. Seems like in circles, not really making it anywhere, and maybe just building up frustration, anger, and toxicity. Okay, so moving through that, let's get an affirmation to help with this, because once you move past that, there's a lot of awesome, beautiful energy here. It doesn't mean it's not going to be hard work, right? We do have Capricorn out, so there is going to be work involved. But when you're actually working towards something you love or something you want, something you truly desire, that is when the time flies by. It doesn't really feel like work. Your heart is still full. You're vibrating at that high frequency. Okay, let's see here. Let's come up with the affirmation. We got a lot of hard work energy, a lot of traditional energy out as well. Major arcana. Adjustment required, action needed, moving through your heart space. Okay. All right, the affirmation for the week. I am a creator. What do you think about that? You are a creator. So you are a creator every single day, whether you think of yourself that way or not. So what could you do this week to create the life that you want? Right? What does that mean? Every choice you make from the moment you wake up till the end of the day creates your whole day. Whether you do the same thing every day or you decide to mix it up, right? That's totally up to you. We all have responsibilities we have to take care of, right? But it's up to you with what type of attitude you show up with, whatever you're doing, all right? You get to create all of that. You get to create your vibe, your look, your home, your space, your energy. You get to be in charge of a lot of things, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. So that is the energy. That is the affirmation for the week. We are creators. All right, that's what we've got. I hope there was something here for you today. And until next time, peace.